So if we're looking around, he's got missile turrets quite comfortably placed, but there are a few spots where I can hit with the Mutalisks. And the beauty is that because he's got supply depots and such nearby, the bounce that the Mutalisks do are going to hit those. So again, I'm going to have to pull it back here because he's pulling them back the starport. But I can still get access to this factory, which is building the 4, which is fantastic for me. And I know that he's going to be building the 4 because his lights are on and he goes to repair it. That says a big sign to me that he really wants that factory to build something. But he won't be able to get that 4 out in time. He might have been able to, but he would have lost quite a bit to try and do so. Possibly the factory in doing so. So that's actually slowed him down. Perhaps he shouldn't have taken it off there. Maybe he should have just said, heck, I'm going to still try and build this 4, regardless of whether the factory is being attacked. So now he's put it down again, trying to build a 4 again, and he's even less chance of the 4 coming out now. So yeah, I don't think he's going to get away with that, really. He's putting down the starport. Maybe he's going to try and get down a Viking or something, a factory here coming down here. He's going to try and get a 4 out of that one, because he's going to have to cancel the 4. So this 4 has already been massively delayed. He's got the resources to build 2 4s, but he can only build 1 now. He's starting it, so I can't get in there. I'm going to try and bring down this missile turret whilst he's not paying attention, but he was paying attention, and repairing that missile turret, my Mutalisks do not stand a chance. Meanwhile, I've been actually trying to secure myself more expansions whilst the harass goes down, because that is what you want to be doing, and spreading out the creep tumors as best as I can, because creep tumors will give me a vision and they'll give me a more comfortable stance on what is going on in this game. So let's have a look here. We're going to be seeing that I'm going to actually be getting myself Burrow. Now, because I got a huge excess of gas, because basically I wasn't expecting to get attacked at that point, so I was expecting to build up. I was going nuts on the drones and then leave it for a while, get enough overlords, and then get my mineral count as it shoots up because of this huge amount of drones to the same level of my gas. But he actually attacked, which forced me to just go and spend all my minerals right there, and then I still had an excess of tons of gas. So yeah, I'm thinking of going mass infestors because of the burrow ability, and then bringing them in, and then, you know, spawning lots of fungal growth, but I'm not sure how well that's going to work. I know that the Mutalisks have been very reliable to me so far this game, so I'm actually going to build up my minerals again and go back to making mass. You can see that overlord, by the way, that's going down. Mass Mutalisks again, because I really wanted to try and do, like, obviously I had to rebuild my infestation pit, which was another reason why I sort of went against making the infestors. Maybe if I had the infestation pit I might have still bought them, but no, at this point I was sort of, my minerals were rapidly rising up close towards my gas count, so it's going to be right, okay, get a few more drones, saturate these minerals, because I know he's still not coming just yet. I'm going to bring down that Viking, which is very handy for me. And yeah, we're going to be seeing that I will be going nuts on the Mutalisks at some point soon. So I'm still getting 15 drones are being produced right now, and they've all just come out ready to spam onto the fucking minerals. So if my opponent's getting himself stim pack, and it looks like he's going to be going mass marines. Now they are actually an awesome counter to Mutalisks. People may argue, oh no, Mutalisks rip marines apart because of the splash. Not really, especially when the marines have got stim pack. Oh my goodness, you know, cost ratio wise, marines are extremely good against Mutalisks, but it's only because they have low health that people don't find them that reliable. But you can actually use marines quite well against Mutalisks. There's no way I'm going to be taking that on. My opponent is obviously going to be trying to secure himself an expansion, because if he doesn't, he's lost anyway, due to the fact that he's going to be losing all of his minerals in his main, and the fact that he also had his army on the outside, which says to me that, yeah. So, as you can see, I'm going mad on the creep tumor now, because this is what I love to do in my games. If you see some of my games, I use creep tumors like mad. They're so good. They're so good. I really can't tell you how much, you know, you should be using them. Really use them as much as possible. I've got 2 infestors here burrowed down. I'm going to be looking at the fact that 2 4s, 10 marines, 3 hellions for my opponent. I'm still way ahead in the drone count. 9 Mutalisks, 3 roaches, 2 infestors. Actually looks like a fairly even army size, to be honest. But of course I've got the huge economy, so once I feel comfortable that I've got enough drones mining away, then I will be able to capitalise. I don't know where those Hellions got off to, but yeah, he's gone for the scout. Didn't really need to use that scan there, because he was just about to find out. But there we go, I guess he wanted to see there's lots of spine crawlers. He's going to get quite a few free drone kills there. 3 at least. But the Mutalisks pop out nicely, the Queen is there to defend, and those Hellions are going to be going down very soon. Yes, thank you very much for that. And you can see that I've put down tons of Mutalisks now, because I've building up that economy like mad, knowing that whilst my opponent can't realistically attack me, at that point, go drone, 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 until the last moment. Then you get yourself your Mutalisks and all your army. Now we can see that I've just lost all my minerals in my main, whereas my opponent has as well. He's now starting to saturate his expansion, whereas I got my 2 expansions to saturate. So he's not out of the game yet, but it's not looking good. Now you can see that my opponent is starting to move out here. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be getting myself infestors to the high ground, because what I did was, of course, I've just about getting myself Neuroparasite because of the 4s. That's why I only wanted a couple of infestors, because I realised Mutalisks can still be effective in this, even against 4s, because I'll just get rid of the 4s by Neuroparasite. So now we can bring in the Mutalisks. He's only got a few Marines left now after the 4s. I can take down those 4s before they lose their control by the infestors. And then he's only got a handful of Marines to take care of my expansion, which isn't going to do too well. And obviously burrow down the Queen because of the burrow ability, which is fantastic. Anyway, you should really get it. And there you go. Game is over. There's no way my opponent can come back now. He did what he had to do. And I'd argue that perhaps if he dropped the first place, bringing down the Spire, that he might have not lost the game. I personally think that the Spire would have gone up, regardless of whether he dropped immediately and started attacking it. And then I would have still been able to build Mutalisks and still counterattack. So I don't know if that really would have changed anything, because I still would have done exactly the same thing. The only difference is I would have had to build another Spire, so another 200 minerals, 200 gas before I could build more Mutalisks. But whilst I was harassing, as you saw, I didn't actually build any more Mutalisks. It was all about building economy and making the most of the Mutalisks that you currently have. Look at these creep tubers, madness. So yes, thank you very much for watching. This has been WTii. Please subscribe, rate and comment. Bye for now.